Good morning, student. So, children, today we will start again the discussion of your periodic test first exam question paper from question number 16. Student, till to question number 15 we have already discussed in the previous video, and let's start the question number 16. So, your question number 16 is, what is sole proprietorship form of business? Explain its three merit. It means you have to define sole proprietorship, and then you have to also explain its three advantage. This is a question which have a choice also. So the second choice is, distinguish between joint Hindu family business and partnership business. Because the questions are 4 marks, so you have to explain this within 4 points, right? So the first is, what is sole proprietorship form of business? So this is the question of your chapter number 2. When we talk about the business organization, I have explained you children that there are the 5 form of business organization which we can use, and it was sole proprietorship, joint Hindu business, cooperative form was there, partnership form was there, and joint stock company was there, right? Sole proprietorship form of business, we have learned that it's basically a form of business where there is a one person who used to own, manage and control the business. This one person is the only recipient and bearer of the profit or loss. It means this one person is the owner of the business. All he is going to invest money into the business. In case there are any profit which are going to occur in the future, he will be a sole. It means single person who will gain the profit, or in case there are any losses occurred in the future, he will be a single person who has to bear out that losses also. So any type of business or any form of business which is owned, controlled and managed by a single person, and this single person is the one who is going to bear out the profit and the losses of the business, is called sole proprietorship form of business. Now student, for example, you have seen near to your neighbor house also, there are small shops which is handled by one person only, which is owned and managed and controlled by one person only. So these all are the example of your sole proprietorship form of business. Now what will be the advantage if we are starting a business in a form of sole proprietorship? So definitely the first advantage will be that because there is only one person who is handling the business, and there is only one person who is the owner of the business, the decision of the business can be taken quickly. So the first advantage will be quick decision can be possible in case of sole proprietorship, right? Now next will be, because a single person is there who is investing money, he is working there, all the decisions are taken by him only, so the business secrecy can be maintained. It means there are lots of documents which can be secrecy maintained to the business, because you don't require to show these documents to anybody else. Now the third thing is that there will be a personal touch when any sole proprietorship form of business is started, because the person are directly attached with the business. He know that if he will work hard, he will be getting the profit, and if he will be not able to work hard, he has to bear out the losses also. So always a personal attachment is there whenever a sole proprietorship form of business is there. That's all you have to explain any three advantage of this. Now the next question which was there in the choice was, distinguish between joint Hindu family business and partnership form of business. Now this was the another two form of business organization which we have already read in chapter number 2a. Now joint Hindu family business, this, as I have already told you, this type of form of business is only used in India. Joint Hindu family business, it's not utilized in outside from our country. Now partnership form of business are used in outside also. Now when we talk about joint Hindu family business, there is the one person, that is Karta, who is the elder member of the family, who used to run the business. They are the other member of the family also who involve in the business, but Karta is the one who is the main owner of the business. In case of partnership firm of business, all the partners, those who have purchased the shares, those who have invested the money, have the equal rights. Now when we talk about joint Hindu family business, joint Hindu family business does not require lots of legal formalities at the time of formation of business. It can be easily started. But in case of partnership form of business, we have to go through with certain legal formalities. So it required certain time to start partnership form of business. Now in joint Hindu family business, the liability of all the member in the family are limited except Karta. Karta has unlimited liabilities. In case of partnership form of business, all the partner of a business has unlimited liabilities. If debts are there, they have to sold their personal assets also. Now the next differentiate will be in case of joint Hindu family business, if Karta die, so the next elder member of the family will become head of the business. But in case of partnership form of business, the continuity is not there, because in case any partner of a business get died, so we have to dissolve the partnership first and then again we have to register it. So these are the differentiate between joint Hindu family business and partnership form of business organization. Now children, your next question was related with what is joint stock company. Explain any 5 features of its. Now joint stock company can be understand that any company which is owned or which is owned controlled by the different shareholders who has purchased the share of a company. Joint stock company can also be defined as a artificial person who have separate entity and a perpetual succession. Now what are these different words? It basically say, in the features only we can understand this, that if we talk about joint stock company formation is not very easy. Joint stock company formation required lots of time. It's required lots of expenses or expenditure has to be done. And whenever there is any joint stock company get started, it has to be registered under the Company Act 1956. Now this was about the formation. Now because in the definition I have told you that joint stock company is the artificial person. What basically artificial person said, at in joint stock company, a company who have a form of joint stock can able to sue other, can able to engage in the contract of outside people, can able to purchase the property, right? That is the reason we said that it's a person. But what kind of person? Artificial person. Why? Because the company cannot walk, the company cannot eat, the company cannot breathe, right? So a joint stock company has a separate identity from its shareholder, right? But this company can able to contract in outside people. This company can able to purchase assets in the name of the company from somebody else. The company can able to sue other or can be sued by other. That is the reason we said that it's a person, because it cannot breathe, it cannot eat, it cannot walk, we call it artificial person. Now in joint stock company, there is such optionable things that a joint stock company can have a seal, or we can, in easy language you can understand it by a stamp, right, which have a authentication of signatory. Now common seal, is an option of common seal. A joint stock company can have a common seal or cannot have. But if any joint stock company is there which is registered inside some common seal, so whenever there is any document or important document of company, that document should be affixed by that seal, otherwise that document will not be valid. If they don't have common seal, in that case there will be certain authorized person who will be signing there, and these persons will be authorized from the board of directors. Now next features of this set, that the control, the management and the control of joint stock company is completely done from board of directors. Now children, in joint stock company, shareholders are the main owner of the company, because they purchase the share of the company, they invest their money on the shares. But the total management and the running of a business is done from board of director. The shareholders are not allowed it to participate into the day-to-day activity of a business. So the complete control of joint stock company is in the hand of board of director, and the owner of the company are shareholders. Next was risk bearing feature. Now this risk bearing feature said that in case of joint stock company, because all the shareholders purchase the shares of a company, they invest their money, so risk is share or risk is paid by all the shareholders whoever investment has been done into the organization. Now the next question was, name and explain all the different type of cooperative society. So this is again the another form of business organization, which is again from your chapter number 2. And the second question was, explain Hindu family business with its 5 disadvantage. Now name and explain all the different type of cooperative society. As I have already told you or explained you that we basically have 6 type of cooperative society. I'm going through with according to your syllabus, right? These 6 type of cooperative society are consumer cooperative society, your farmer cooperative society, your producer cooperative society, then your land cooperative society, then your marketing cooperative society, right? So these all are the different 6 type of cooperative society. Now what we did with a particular cooperative society. Now when we talk about a consumer cooperative society, children, consumer cooperative society basically work for the benefit or welfare of the member as a form of consumer by providing them a qualified good into a reasonable rates to its member of society. So the next is producer cooperative society. Now producer cooperative society help for the welfare of small producer which has started their work recently into the market. They purchase their product which is produced by them and sold that product into a reasonable rate, so that these small producer can also get benefit. Now the next was marketing cooperative society. Marketing cooperative society help us to the consumer also and to the producer also to provide them a proper market for their product. Now next was farmer cooperative society. Farmer cooperative society